food. How long do you have? We could go on till tomorrow morning.
You both are getting wet like this, you'll catch a cold, you have exams. So I was like, okay, this is okay.
And we were sitting separately on two different ends of the classroom. But what we did was, when it was that teacher's class, we sat separately.
We were like, okay, these two are okay, better off together. So I went to the principal and asked her directly, are you going to burn my books? Hello audience. Today we are going to talk with Dr. Nilanjana, a very, very good friend of mine and a very, very good doctor also.
Whatever Meena says about me, take it with a huge big pinch of salt. She's known me forever and she loves me to bits. So she's extremely biased. So just keep that in mind.
No.
Go on.
Bias doesn't go in these cases, you know. Like
People who are biased say that. There is no bias. Go on then.
So now that she's moved to Australia, I really feel that she's missing the best things in Calcutta. So what is that best thing that you miss?
I think in Calcutta, what do I miss? I miss everything actually. I miss my friends, I miss the food, I miss just going out, meeting somebody I've not met for years. I might just meet them when I'm out shopping. Yeah, I miss everything.
How about food?
So, food. How long do you have? We could go on till tomorrow morning.
So we were both very, very passionate about food as children. Every day after coming back from school, we used to go and have puchkas. And we would wait for that free puchka at the end.
Yeah. And I remember we knew all the puchkawalas in our neighborhood and who was whose cousin, who was whose brother, who's going home, who's going to stand instead of them. And
everything we knew.
Had the full detailed history.
Yes. Right? And when Nilanjana would make her puchka extra spicy, and I would also have that, then we would run to the chocolate shop, buy a chocolate, eat half.
Yeah, exactly. We did that so often. That was great.
And you must be remembering the rains, Nilanjana.
Oh, yes. Now, Meenu is a very romantic person. She wants to get wet in the rain. I'm like, why am I getting wet? I have an umbrella. I don't want to get wet. We could never agree on this one.
So we would pretend we don't have umbrella and and we would walk down from school to our houses. Getting wet.
She forced me to do all this, man.
And one day your mom scolded me so much.
Did she? I don't remember.
Yeah. So you both are getting wet like this. You'll catch a cold. You have exams. So I was like, okay, this is okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
And then the chitter chatter, we could not stop chatting. So when you used to come to my house to drop me, and then I would go to your house to drop you.
Dropping each other off.
And then finally we would conclude, okay, this sweet shop we should part. Turn around and go.
Just go. Yeah, exactly right. And then what happened in school, do you remember? I think it was in class 7 or class 8, one of the teachers, and we are talking too much. So they separated. They separated us and we were sitting separately on two different ends of the classroom. But what we did was, when it was that teacher's class, we sat separately, and when it was somebody else's class, we used to sit
sitting together.
The whole class knew, but no teacher did.
We were like, okay, these two are okay, better off together. And you remember what that storybook incident?
Oh yeah. Yeah, bag checking for storybooks, yes.
So we used to borrow lots of storybooks from each other and read a lot. So Nilanjana also used to read a lot, me too. But somehow when the bag checking thing happened, I had 7 books in my bag.
You had a small library with you.
Yes, like a walking library. And I did hide 3-4 of them, but the fat ones, they got caught. And then I was like so nervous. I picked it up from library. I have to return there. How to go about it? So I went to the principal and asked her directly, "Are you going to burn my books? Please don't burn these. These are from the library."
Like so courageous. I've never had the nerve to say that to sister. You did. You walked up to her and you said, "Sister, have you burned my book?" I was like, "Oh my god, she's going to fire you now."
But she was very patient. She said, "Okay, I'll see." Let me see what books were they. So they're very good books, sister. You must read them.
School was lovely. It was really good.
School was lovely.
We used to complain a lot that our school is like a military school and there are so many regulations, everything is being checked all the time, but really that's done us a lot of good, I think.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it has shaped us really.
Yes.
And there was one subject we used to complain about in school, that was moral science. We all thought, what are we doing with moral science? This is a silly subject. But today, that is the most important subject.
Yeah, that helped.
And everybody should have moral science in school.
Yeah.
So that when they grow up, they should have some kind of a compass.
Yes. That
I think
that improves your virtues
Yeah.
and
Yeah, tells
actually instills so much goodness in you.
yeah, telling you right.
A human perspective. Yeah.
Really.
I haven't seen other schools do it. Moral science. I'm
Many
not
other
sure.
schools who do moral science.
Yeah.
I think we were a bit strange, but it worked for us.
It worked
Yeah.
for us. And how much we used to go early in the morning and play. Dog in the bone, kabaddi, all that.
And remember, sister used to have those like birds and fish and pictures, and we used to go around those things. And,
Yes,
we'd
and
go up to the
enjoy.
chapel upstairs. It was really good.